What if my child has not made progress by the end of the school year in third grade? If the spring administration see for a third grade student, the school will schedule a meeting with a parent or guardian. So we're going to meet with the parents and have a conversation. And here's what the law says. The student will not be promoted to fourth grade unless the parents or guardians sign a waiver which acknowledges that the student is not prepared for fourth grade and agrees to send the student to 20 hours of reading intervention services during the summer before fourth grade. So I'm going to kind of paraphrase that last bullet. What that means is, according to the AK Reads law, students who are found to be struggling as fourth graders, according to the M class, struggling as third graders, according to the M class, will not be promoted to fourth grade unless the family, the parents or guardian, signs a paper that says, I understand that, and we're going to send our student to 20 hours of summer school reading to try to get them up to speed before fourth grade. Now, there's a lot to that. Here's the first thing that I wanted you to know. First off, it's our responsibility as a district to offer those 20 hours of summer reading services, which we will do. That's not this summer, that's next summer. And then in the end, you all make the final decision. So what has to happen here is we need to really be careful and realize that while it says students will not be promoted to fourth grade, there is some caveats that you all have as parents that you can make sure that your child does move on if that's what you want. And part of that is to send them to the 20 hours of reading summer school reading. So we'll work on that. We'll have those 20 hours ready for you. So there'll be a document that we can give you at the time for the parents who need it. And then they can sign off of it and say, I understand that my third grader is not really ready for fourth grade as far as reading, but I'm going to sign this paper and we're going to give them that extra help. Now, here's something to note. When you're having the conversations with teachers, and I've spoken to many, many K-5 teachers over the last 3 or 4 weeks about this, is that the M-class assessment is the beginning of that conversation. It is not the thing that decides or determines whether the student is going to be promoted to fourth grade or not. What happens is, if we're in this situation, we'll sit down with the family members, with the parents or the guardians, and we'll say, here's where we are. The M-class data shows this. However, we're going to look at a whole bunch of other data before we make a decision, because it's not just the M-class. We're going to be looking at how else are they doing in reading and other parts of their class. Are they doing well? Are they doing well in math? Are they doing well socially? So the M-class screener, that assessment that they take 3 times a year, that does not determine what happens. It simply starts the conversation. And teachers, most of them know now, and the rest of them will know later, that it's not the end all be all. It just starts the conversation for you all to kind of think about where things are as far as, do we want to retain or promote? But it's not the end decision. You all are the final decision on that.